Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeff. Tonight we are reacting to another one that recently came out. I think I'm caught up. I'm looking at my list here on my phone. I'm caught up through what I wanted to get done through at least the beginning of July, if I'm not mistaken. So obviously right now we're here for Babymonster and Forever. This is a super pre-release apparently for their anticipated full album that's expected in October. I don't know that I've ever seen a group release something from an upcoming an album or a mini album, anything this early. Like what is this? This early July, even if it comes out exactly the same day in October, that's what, July to August, September, October, that's 3 months early. Because math is hard, I had to use my fingers. But yeah, anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I love Babymonster. Even my not so favorite track, Sheesh, wasn't a bad track. I just, I hate the way people say the word sheesh. And then they sang it that same way, so whatever. But the song was actually pretty good. Everything else I've heard from Babymonster, though, I've really enjoyed, and especially, I forget the name of it now, but the song that they did with Charlie Puth, S tier. But stuff that we've got coming up, we've got this one, of course, we've got Kiss of Life that I'm going to be getting to. Stacy just came out with their full album. I'll be getting to Cheeky Icy Thing. TXT had a Japanese release. aespa had a Japanese release. Lee Chaeyoung had another comeback. So yeah, those are what I'm planning to get to over this weekend and early into next week. Then we got Dreamcatcher coming up, and yeah, just a bunch of stuff. So hope you guys are enjoying all this, but let's head over and check out Babymonster with Forever. Do we have subs? We have English subs. I know their last song was in English, so I don't know if this one even needs subs, but I'm going to put them on just in case we have people watching who don't understand English as well.
Alright, okay, alright, okay.
Interesting intro here.
I got no worries on my mind, 난 멈추지 않아, so you can say goodbye. I fulfill my fantasy, and you can watch and see.
I'm watching Chiquita.
They say she looking flawless. I know. Like this. She's not like don't like anybody. 여기 자나니 너니 gonna 따라마봐 사가지. Gotta go so say la vie. I'm dancing in
Nice.
the moonlight. Can't stop this feeling tonight. What you waiting for?
Gorgeous vocals. I love Ion's tone.
Okay, you know what
Rap time?
I'm the nice.
That drop though?
Never seen it in your life. 그러니까 바빠 아니 나빠 어서 상관인 the back girl. BABYMON. Get money.
That's nice. Ooh, we got the bullet fire.
I'm dancing in the moonlight. Can't stop this feeling tonight. What you waiting for? Baby, it was all a dream. You thought I was yours.
I love Chiquita so much, man.
It's bittersweet. 저 하늘 높이 I'm spreading my wings like I'm a live
Got cute choreo.
like I'm gonna live, like I'm 우선 세상이란 벽을 넘어서 No nothing can stop me now. We forever, 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 ever, ever.
Getting a little Blackpink feel there. Beat drops out. Got the clap track. Babe, wake up. Babymonster just dropped another hit. Very nice. Oh, man. They just keep doing it. I know they're not very old as a group, but man, they just keep dropping hit after hit. Everything they do sounds so good. Like, I know that I give YG a hard time because they've grossly mishandled Blackpink and Treasure and Icon and 21. Anyway, but Babymonster seems to be getting treated very well. Now, I'm not saying YG mistreated any of those other groups, although they may, you know, he or they may have. But Babymonster is getting the promotion. They're getting good songs. Like, let's use Blackpink as an example. Blackpink is third gen. They've been together, technically, still are, for, what, 8 years now-ish? And they have, what, 2 albums and, like, 2 mini-albums, I think? And then, of course, they have solo stuff. But Babymonster, in not even a year, is about to have a full album, so that'll be in October. And they're going to have the mini-album that they've already got. Was that a mini-album or was that an album? I have it, I just don't remember how many songs are on it. The point is, they're already, in less than a year, halfway to having as many songs as Blackpink, and they sound different. You know, Batter Up sounds like the standard YG formula, but what I mean is all of Babymonster's songs sound different. Blackpink's songs, while I love Blackpink and they're one of my original bias groups, they do have some that sound different, especially on the Born Pink album. I'm not going to go too much into that because we're here for Babymonster, but a lot of, especially their early stuff, sounds very similar. So it's really cool to see that they're branching out and giving Babymonster different stuff. As far as what this song is, the message seems to be about self-confidence and, you know, chasing the dream. I'm going to go back and listen, of course. I'll point some things out. We'll go over the lyrics just to see, you know, what the message really is and if I'm close with that initial thought. But as far as the video, the story seems to be a derivative of the story of Cinderella. There may be, you know, some other meaning behind it, but there's clearly at least parallels to Cinderella. So let's go back and watch it again. All right, so I don't know what the 401 is supposed to be representative of. Wait. That's not when... It could just be a room number. All right, I get it. But it usually isn't. I thought that was the date that Babymonster released their previous album. But let's see. Yep. Babymonster is the debut EP by South Korean group Babymonster, released on April 4th or April 1st, 2024. So, okay. Mystery solved already. I'm telling you, almost nothing in these K-pop videos is without purpose. So starting off with the 401, I almost knew it had to mean something. So I'm glad my guess was right, and then I confirmed over here. And then, okay, Babymonster members only. They debuted, of course. Alright, so like they've got this invitation to a party, essentially. Oh, that was cool. I didn't even notice that the first time. Just production-wise with the choreo and the music. So when they're saying, so you can say goodbye, and then you hear the echo like, I. Each girl is turning her head to the camera on the I. Alright, so all of that is talking about, you know, this dream that they've had. They're never going to stop. They're going to go forth without, you know, any worry. Say goodbye to the old me, basically. I'm going to fulfill my dream, my fantasy. You don't believe me, whatever. You can watch and see. Why don't you clap for me? You could take that in two different ways. Like, why don't you clap for me, as in kind of like offended. Like, why don't you clap for me? Like, you celebrate all these others. Why don't you celebrate me? Or you could take it as like, almost like a command in the form of a question. Like, why don't you clap for me? It's like, the best example off the top of my head is, and I don't know why, it's because it's such a meme at this point. I was thinking, like, why did this come to my head? If you've ever seen the show or seen, like, South Park make fun of the show, To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen, Chris Hansen catches all these predators, right? But everyone always makes a meme out of when he says, like, why don't you have a seat? Like, because he's caught them and he just wants to talk, right? But he's like, why don't you have a seat? He's telling them to sit down. So it's the same type of thing here. Like, why don't you clap for me? And they're even showing you how it's done. Like, there's that self-confidence right there. Like they hear all the talk. Like they say she looking flawless. Yeah, they saying that for a reason. Like, yeah, I'm flawless. Very neat. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, she's baddie. I don't know the purpose of the alphabet line here. There's got to be a reason for it, and I'm just not getting it. But, okay, she's baddie. Like, she a bad bitch. Okay, we get it. And these heels, or like, of course, in the story of Cinderella, it's a glass slipper, but they've got like these silver heels over here, and they're getting ready for their party or their ball or whatever. Gotta go, so say la vie. Gotta go, so say la vie. Say la vie, for those of you who don't know, is French for such is life. So they're basically saying, like, I'm not going to let anything stop me. Like, it's just life. You know, I'm going to go for whatever I want, and it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm dancing into moonlight. Gorgeous vocals there. Can't stop this feeling tonight. Then you've got her mirror image self, like, yeah, girl, you look fabulous. I'm right here. I'm you. I know, like, mwah. Enjoy the party, girl. Now they're at like photo shoots and stuff, modeling. I'm spreading my wings, like I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna soar, I'm gonna have that freedom. You're not gonna keep me caged. However you want to interpret that, it's all the same sentiment. Like they're just gonna go for it. Like I'm gonna live forever. Essentially, not necessarily throwing caution to the wind, but like going for it with the sense of not being scared. Because so if you take the approach that, you know, life is short, sometimes that might encourage you to go for things, you know, the YOLO, but it might also encourage you to play it safe because, you know, life is short and you don't want to make a mistake that ruins it. But the carefree attitude of like I'm gonna live forever, you know, you've got all the time in the world at your disposal, so you can do as you please. Alright, so now they're at this gala on display for the world. But now the silver slipper, the heel, the glass slipper, if you will, has come off. Now, in that context, if you're taking this as like a modern day Cinderella thing, remember that's how Cinderella, or rather how Prince Charming or whatever finds Cinderella, is he finds the shoe and he finds who it fits. In this particular case, I don't think the prince is obviously a prince. I think it might be just the concept of their dream. I'm nice. Pull up on me, pay the price. Put a million on rock my type. What the? Okay, she came in hard with this flow too, but pull up on me, pay the price. All right, so you're gonna regret if you doubt me or if you confront me. Put a milli on a rock my type. I'm pretty sure she's saying like buy a diamond that's like $1 million. That's what I like, kind of thing. Like I got money like that. In your life. We're unique. You never seen it in your life. Wait, what? Making the world cry, bad girl. For some reason I thought that said baby girl, and I was like, interesting. Okay, make the world cry, bad girl. Yeah, okay. So I really like that, not because I like the lyricism here. That's pretty, nothing, actually. They're spelling their name. But what I like about it is how the production with the mix has gone back and forth in the headphones. So it's like B, B, A, B, B, Y, Y, what, so on and so forth. It's like dancing back and forth through the headphones as they go through each letter. Get money! Everybody get down. With the motor running, I'm gonna give you something, but you put the money in the bag. I'm dancing in the moon. Dancing in the moonlight. We're making our dreams come true. The story of Cinderella, of course, she went to the ball, right? But she had to be home before midnight, or the dream, the spell would wear off. And part of why I say this reminds me of Cinderella, whether it's got anything to do with it or not. Not only do we have the shoe thing, but I don't remember exactly where it's coming, but it's coming up. I'll point it out. Oh, it was right there. The clock. Did I already go too far back? Okay, well, can't stop this feeling tonight. Yeah. And yet... Okay, I did get... I can't even find it when I'm looking for it now. There. Okay. You notice the clock's about to strike midnight, but it doesn't. Meaning, and that's honestly the coolest shot in the entire video. Because with this, I'm going to say it's like a Cinderella story, a modern version. It might not be, but just from the perspective of if it is. or even if it's not, and you just take the meaning of it essentially. So remember from the story of Cinderella, when the clock strikes midnight, spells wears off. So she's got to be home by midnight. We talked about this. Well, in this case, the clock stops. It never hits midnight, which means the dream, or this version of them, this reality that they're living right now, where it feels like they have the dream, it never ends because the clock doesn't hit midnight. The spell never wears off. Don't get it twisted, baby. So you thought I was yours, but don't get it twisted. Like, you thought I was going to fit what you wanted. Don't get it twisted. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to spread my wings and fly like I'm going to live forever. That's, we're going for it on our terms, not how you wanted it to be. So in some ways, this is like a flex song. In some ways, this is a self-confidence song. And in some small ways, it's a song to the haters. You notice even in this shot, clock never hit midnight. I think each girl had their own pair of shoes too there, which makes sense for this message. It's still a dream world, but you're still living it. With the turnaround and the wink. I like where the music drops out and they just got the clap and the vocals. Now the next morning comes. Actually, it's not the next morning. It's like they were dreaming of that life. Because you notice they're still there, like, with the invitation and the shoes. It's like Groundhog's Day. They're just going to keep reliving the dream day in and day out, which actually really goes well with the overall message, if that was intended. But, oh man, guys, Babymonster, I love them. They're so good. Like, if you're not a Babymonster fan, you're either a YG, like an anti-YG group person, or maybe you just don't like K-pop in general, because these girls, not only can they sing, they can dance, they can rap, they literally have everything. I don't know what more you can want from them, but all right, so that's enough gushing over Babymonster. Thank you guys for watching this one. If you haven't seen the anniversary videos a couple months ago now, we have a Patreon. There's free content. There's paid content there. Paid content comes with guaranteed requests every month, as well as other stuff that I'll be doing, like survival shows, K-dramas later on once I get to that. Right now, we just finished up Girls on Fire and Island 2. I'm going to be starting Make Mate here probably before the end of the month. Maybe... Obviously, end of the month is a while, but maybe like even within the next couple of weeks once I get caught up. Anyway, we also have a link to the request queue down in the in the description below. You can check out that spreadsheet and see what's been requested, where it is on the list, all that good stuff. And if you want to bump a request to the top of the list, but you don't want to sub to Patreon, you can hit up the PayPal and sponsor a request that way as well. But thank you guys again for watching this one. Shout out to our Patreon supporter, JY Kama. And we have a new Patreon supporter, but I haven't gotten the name that they want to go by just yet. But I thank you as well. And yeah, I think that's everything. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care, everybody.